Hi, good afternoon. It's me again, back with another video. And in today's video, it's just going to be a little chit chat. As you can see, I am not at the school. I am taken outdoors. I haven't been outdoors, like out in the park in a while. And normally I would go and work out or jog here. But this is one of those days that I just wanted to take a break. And actually I actually took off today. It's funny because the days that I take off, my body wakes up at the same time I wake up every single morning for work. My alarm goes off at 5:15 a.m. and my body, I wake up like around 5:50 or 5:45 p.m. I hit the snooze button like 3 times before I can actually get up. So my body just woke up at 6 o'clock. And so I was just like, what do I do? So I just decided to just do my devotion bright and early, get the day started off right, and spend some time with God before I began my day. Now, the reason why I decided to take off today is because I'm working on my master's, and I am almost complete with my master's program. I am so excited to be done with my master's program. I'm getting a master's in education and instructional leadership, and this is like my last major semester before I graduate. I only have 2 more elective classes to complete before I finish, so I decided to take this day off so I can finish up all my projects, all my work, so I don't have to really do anything throughout the week or on my weekend. So I also went to the doctor's office because I think in my last video, the video before that, I said that I was sick, and so I got a checkup and got some tests done, and we'll see what the results say. But I think so far the doctor told me that everything is fine. It was probably I ate something and got a bug or something like that, and it lasted for a while. But yeah, it's a bit breezy out during these times like this, these days. I always think about my students. I woke up thinking about my students today because they're taking like an important test that's coming up, and you know, as a teacher, sometimes you have those moments where you think, did I do all that I can do? Was there more that I can do? Was there more that I can teach? Sometimes the students go through a lot at home. Am I being the best teacher I can be, the best person I can be, role model? And I just woke up for some reason thinking that, which is why I just decided to just read my Bible and then talk about and write it out in my prayer journal. And then after I did that, I just released it all and gave it to God. And usually that comforts me when I do that. But I have those times where I do think that. But when I think about that, I think about all the good and all that I've done, and so it kind of makes up for those gaps that I feel like happens within me. Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up this week, and so I've been told there's a lot that the administration is putting on for us as teachers, and there's a lot going on with other stores. There's a lot that we get discounts for, and I feel very appreciated during this week. One of my students told me, Chipotle is having a discount. You should go get Chipotle for Teachers Appreciation Week. And I'm like, okay, thank you, Kayla. Thank you for letting me know. And so it's great to feel appreciated because, you know, we do all that we can, and there's a lot that still needs to be done. So this is the time where most students get test anxiety. They get worried about the test. They say, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do my best. Am I gonna pass? Oh, I get so nervous. I get so nervous. And so there's a lot that I do and my school does to get our students pumped for the test. So one of the things that that the school does, or that we do a pep rally. So today was a pep rally. Yesterday, one of our videographers, he went around and he filmed teachers dancing to the song Just Dance. I think that's what the song is called. But there was like different clips of teachers dancing to Just Dance, and the kids get so excited, so pumped when they see their teachers dancing to a song. And that just got them excited, and then they have this dance party where the kids just dance and get excited to take the test. Like, yeah, we're gonna tackle this test. And that's just to like kick off like the testing season, so it won't be something that's very worrisome or something that they dread, but something that they can pump, and that we frame it as they can show what they know throughout the whole year through that test. And another thing is that have like their parents, their mom, their dad, their grandma, or whoever's at home write a motivational note for their child, so they can, their child, like my students, can open it on test day and say, hey, mom wrote this for me. That's for the older kids who can read, and that gets them all warm and fuzzy inside, knowing that mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, or my cousin is encouraging me to do my best on this test. And just for me, the way that I frame the test, I've talked about it for a couple of weeks now leading up to it, and I think last week or the last vlog I talked about how I tie it with like incentives just to motivate them, because a lot of my students need some type of reward to look forward to after they take the test. And I tie it into instruction. Whatever I teach, whatever we review, I ask the students, or I tell them to brainstorm or talk about the importance of learning whatever subject or topic that we're learning for, and why it's important to learn it. Some of them have good responses, so we can grow our brain, so we can pass the test. So when we go to college, you'll know how to read, how to do the work. So when we're buying something at the grocery store or at Walmart, we know how to count the money. So they have good responses as to why it's important to learn whatever topic that we're talking about, or whatever I'm teaching in class. And so in this way, my students don't really get as nervous, or they don't get test anxiety when it's time to take the test, because it's framed in a positive way. When it's framed as in a negative way, like, oh, you're about to take the test, you better pass it, they get anxiety, especially even if they hear it from their parents at home and from the school, the tone of the school. They just get anxiety about taking the test because it's not framed in a positive way. So just me positively stating the test and wording it in a way where they can relate to it, and so they can, I say, like, so they can show off what they know, all that they know, how smart they are. They can show it off on the test and do their best. And so it lessens that anxiety that they may tend to have, and do their best on the test. And I think I know across the state of Texas, and I don't know about other states, but maybe other states as well, this is the time, the testing season, where students just are, is getting bogged down by these tests. And so just by framing it, especially from home, like from the parent perspective, or sister, brother, cousin, just framing it in a positive way and encouraging them to do their best and show what they know, will help the child to actually perform at their best. Every student gets motivated differently, And like I said, some students do need something tangible where they can look forward to do their best, and other students just are wired in a way where they're just need to do their best or want to do their best. So just tying it that way and not tying it in a way where, okay, they need to do their best because it depends on my salary, my bonus, or about you. Like, it's not about you as a teacher or the school or however many cash amounts you're gonna get, but it's actually about the students and how they do and how they learn on the test. So that's just how I think about it. That's my mindset about it, because I know some other teachers' mindsets, it's about them and the kids better do good because it shows off on me. Yeah, so I don't necessarily think that way, but I do know that based on the students' results and how they perform, the teacher is regarded in some type of way and perceived in some type of way. And I think that's why, that's what I thought about when I woke up this morning. But thinking in that manner, it's just not healthy, I don't think. And so just like thinking about it from a student's perspective and their well-being, their educational well-being is preferred and not really about me and how I prepare them and how not necessarily about me and how I'm perceived because of my students, although that's how the school and how others would perceive the teacher to be. Oh, they didn't perform well, what are you doing as a teacher? So there is some anxiety from the teacher's perspective. From my perspective, there is some anxiety as it comes to the students performing on the test, but I mean, I always try to think in a way where it's all about the students and not about me, even though at the end of the day, it does reflect me as a teacher. So yeah, this is how I would frame testing so my students won't get so anxious and worrisome during the test. And I hope you learn something from this, or you have some other methods that you get your students hyped or pumped for the test. And yeah, so I know there's various ways on how you can address test anxiety in the classroom. Those are just some of the ways that I do. There's other ways, many other ways, but I hope you enjoy this. I hope you learned something from this. And I know it's a bit windy since I'm outside and there's like outside noises, but this is part of nature. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.